call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. The Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's McKinnon. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bettis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Using his legs, it's Favors. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Looking for a man. It's McKinnon. Snags it over the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Rooks. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll throw on third down. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's McKinnon. Right on the money.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. Using his legs, it's Babers. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. He'll set up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Tries to get it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Texas Tech, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. That's caught. It's Bettis. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. To the air, it's McKinnon. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his big tight end. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's McKinnon. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Now on the option. And they swarm him under. Can this defense stop them again on 4th and goal? They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finds a little space.
Return is brought down at the 31. And your Texas Tech Red Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
They believe they can run right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. To the air, it's McKinnon. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's done. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. He'll toss it. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. This is a designed run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Whitaker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at touchdown, Cowboys! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Back to throw. It's McKinnon. He's in open space downfield. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Right back to the well. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the big tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The option look. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. That's reeled in. It's done. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking to pass. It's Whitaker. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the one down. He goes at the 39.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the pressure. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking downfield, it's McKinnon. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Red Raider! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think this quarterback needs to do a better job incorporating the hard count. That was 3rd and inches. If you use the hard count, you get him off sides. Now you get a first down regardless of whether you get sacked or not. Think about changing up the snap count a little bit to slow down this pass rush.
And they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
19.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Second down coming up.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now when we get down.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's McKinnon. Lofts one high and deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be knocked down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, tight game. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
and he made the read off of the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. That's caught. It's done. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff to the single back. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your... And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. It's done. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Here's a heat. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll test the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Whitaker. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They're turning it on!
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. To throw, it's Whitaker. The short hands, it's Reinbold. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. To to the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner goes down. Now this offense is back on the field. Got a man. It's Reinbold. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air. It's Whitaker. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Toure. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts. And I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship.